You are listening to Bedtime Dreamy Tales. Please make sure you have subscribed to our channel for new story. Story title, Clever Grethel. Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled between rolling hills and whispering forests, there lived a cook named Clever Grethel. Grethel was known not just for her culinary skills, but also for her bright red shoes, which she wore with pride. Whenever she stepped out, she would twirl and dance, admiring herself and thinking, "Oh, what a pretty lass I am." On returning home, she often celebrated her day with a sip of wine, which she believed enhanced her appetite and appreciation for her own cooking. After all, she would argue, a cook must know the taste of her dishes. One fine morning, as the sun peeked through the kitchen window, Grethel's master approached her with a request. "Grethel, I have a friend visiting tonight. Prepare 2 roasted chickens and make sure they're delicious," he said. Eager to showcase her talent, Grethel replied with a confident nod. "Consider it done, sir." She selected 2 plump chickens, cleaned them thoroughly, and set them on the spit above the fire. As the evening approached and the chickens began to turn a golden brown, an aroma filled the air, signaling they were nearly perfect. However, the guest had not yet arrived. Concerned, Grethel exclaimed, "If your friend doesn't arrive soon, we'll miss the perfect moment to enjoy these delicacies." Her master, not wanting to waste a moment, hurried out to fetch his guest. Left alone, Grethel felt the heat and the thirst from standing by the fire. Why wait, she thought, heading to the cellar for a gulp of wine, toasting to her health and wisdom. But one sip led to another, and soon Grethel found herself slightly tipsy and exceedingly hungry. Returning to the kitchen, she basted the chickens with butter and turned the spit, all the while the tempting aroma teasing her senses. Surely, a small taste wouldn't hurt, she reasoned, sampling a bite. The chicken was delicious beyond words, prompting Grethel to rationalize eating a bit more, especially since her master and his guest were nowhere to be seen. By the time she looked out the window again, hoping to see them arriving, she had already devoured the wings of both chickens. Fearful of getting caught but unable to resist the mouth-watering smell, Grethel decided, well, they may not come at all. It would be a sin to let such a feast go to waste. With that, she finished off the first chicken and, bolstered by another trip to the wine cellar, the second as well. Just as Grethel was wiping her mouth clean, satisfied with her feast, her master returned, alone and bewildered at the empty kitchen. "Quick, the guest will be here any moment," he exclaimed, unaware of the fate that had befallen the dinner. Thinking fast, Grethel devised a plan. She greeted the guest at the door with a finger pressed to her lips, whispering urgently, "Run now, or my master will cut off your ears to eat with his dinner." The horrified guest, hearing the sharpening of a knife, fled without a second thought. As the master questioned Grethel about the missing dinner, she feigned ignorance and exclaimed, "Such a shame." The guest ran off with both chickens. Her master, half amused and half exasperated by the turn of events, couldn't help but laugh at the audacity of the supposed thief. Grethel's quick thinking saved her from trouble that evening, and from then on, her tales of wit and mischief became as famous in the village as her cooking. The story of Clever Grethel and the vanishing chickens was told and retold, bringing smiles and laughter to all who heard it, reminding everyone of the clever cook who could outsmart any challenge, all the while dancing in her red shoes. If you like this story, please give this video a like and comment below with your thoughts. See you in the next story.